Think about that for a second. Those aren't numbers coming from social media rumors or passionate Filipino fan pages. Those are official words from the man running one of the biggest hardcourt tournaments before the US Open. When the chairman of the event publicly admits that one unseeded 20-year-old is driving the tournament's demand, you know something extraordinary is happening. And now everything is leading toward one explosive showdown. On Wednesday night, Alex Eala steps onto center court against the defending DC Open champion, Leylah Fernandez. But this isn't just another round of 16 match. It's revenge. It's redemption. It's the chance to erase one painful memory that has followed Eala for months. Because just 3 months earlier, on the clay courts of Stuttgart, Fernandez completely controlled the match. The scoreboard was brutal. 6-1, 6-4. Eala struggled to find rhythm. She was broken while serving to stay alive. Tennis analysts called it one-sided. The headlines described Fernandez's performance as complete control with absolutely no mercy. For many young players, a defeat like that leaves lasting scars. But what nobody realized at the time was that Stuttgart would become the turning point of Alex Eala's entire career. Fast forward to Washington. The player arriving in the American capital isn't the same athlete who walked off that clay court in April. She's faster. She's stronger. She's more confident. And most importantly, she's winning. Before fans even filled center court, something unusual was already happening around the practice courts. Filipino flags appeared everywhere. Supporters crowded the training sessions. Every schedule update created another wave of excitement online. Suddenly everyone wanted to know exactly when Alex Eala would play. Why? Because over the previous 100 days, she transformed herself from a promising young talent into one of the hottest names on the WTA Tour. It didn't happen overnight. It happened match by match. Tournament by tournament. Victory after victory. The first huge breakthrough came in Birmingham. Grass had never been considered her strongest surface, yet she fought through an exhausting 3-set battle against Nikola Butankova to capture her very first professional grass court title. That victory alone changed how coaches and players looked at her. But she wasn't finished. Just weeks later came Wimbledon. The stage every tennis player dreams about. And there, Alex Eala produced the performance that shocked the tennis world. Standing across the net was Iga Swiatek, one of the biggest names in women's tennis. Most expected another routine win for the favorite. Instead, Eala delivered one of the biggest upsets of the tournament. She edged out the opening tiebreak before completely taking control of the second set. When the final point ended, it wasn't just another victory. It was a statement. Suddenly every conversation around women's tennis changed. The rankings rewarded her incredible run, lifting her to a career-high world number 28. Then came something even more impressive. Fans around the world voted overwhelmingly for her as the star of the grass court season. Nearly 89% supported her. That isn't simply popularity. That's belief. It's millions of people recognizing that something special is happening right in front of them. For almost 2 years, experts insisted Alex Eala needed more time. They predicted another couple of seasons before she could truly compete with the world's elite. Reality moved much faster. Every tournament draw now feels different whenever her name appears. Every top player suddenly has to pay attention. Meanwhile, Leylah Fernandez arrived in Washington carrying a completely different story. Yes, she was the defending champion. Yes, she already knew how to win this tournament. But beneath the title defense sat a difficult season. Her record entering Washington stood at just 12 wins against 19 losses. Confidence had become harder to find. At Wimbledon, history repeated itself as another second-round exit extended a frustrating pattern that stretched back several seasons. Even Fernandez admitted publicly that her year had been rough. She wasn't hiding from reality. She knew things weren't clicking. And defending a title under that kind of pressure isn't easy. Still, champions rarely disappear quietly. Her opening match in Washington proved exactly why she remained dangerous. Facing Olympic gold medalist Zheng Qinwen, Fernandez looked finished after dropping the opening set. Then things became even worse. She fell behind by a break in the second. Momentum belonged entirely to Zheng. Most people watching believed the match was slipping away. But champions survive moments like these. Fernandez suddenly flipped the script. Point after point. Game after game. She fought back, stole the second set, and then completely dominated the third. 7 straight games. Final score: 4-6, 6-4, 6-1. It was exactly the type of comeback defending champions produce when their backs are against the wall. But while Fernandez celebrated advancing, another message was quietly being delivered across the tournament grounds. Alex Eala was waiting. And unlike Stuttgart, this time she wasn't arriving as the inexperienced underdog. She was arriving with momentum, confidence, and something even more dangerous: belief. Not just her own belief. The belief of an entire nation. And perhaps even more importantly, the belief of the tournament itself. The atmosphere around Washington had already changed before the first ball of their rematch was ever struck. The question wasn't whether people wanted to watch. The question had become whether Alex Eala was finally ready to settle the score that had been haunting her since Stuttgart. The biggest difference between April and now isn't the rankings. It isn't the surface. It isn't even the results. It's Alex Eala's mindset. After her comeback victory in Washington, she walked into the press conference looking calm, confident, and completely unfazed by the attention surrounding her. Then she delivered one sentence that instantly caught everyone's attention. "I have a bit more ammunition to back it up." One word changed everything. Ammunition. That's not the language of a player hoping to keep matches close. That's the language of someone preparing for battle. That's the language of someone who believes the next chapter will end very differently from the last one. And if there was any doubt about how big Alex Eala's rise has become, tournament chairman Mark Heine raised it. Speaking to the media, he openly admitted that nearly 80% of fan requests were asking when Alex Eala would be playing. Think about how incredible that is. This tournament features Grand Slam champions, Olympic medalists, top 10 stars, and established names from around the world. Yet the player creating the biggest buzz isn't the defending champion. It's the 20-year-old from the Philippines. Mark Heine didn't stop there. He said Alex has become an icon not only in the Philippines but worldwide. Those aren't empty compliments. This is someone whose job depends on understanding what fans want to watch. Ticket sales, attendance, television interest. He watches all of it. If he's publicly saying Alex Eala is driving attention, that means the numbers are impossible to ignore. But perhaps the strongest endorsement hasn't come from tournament officials. It has come from one of the greatest competitors tennis has ever seen. According to her coach Joan Bosch, Rafael Nadal personally took the initiative to offer advice to Alex Eala. Nobody asked him to. Nobody expected him to. He simply saw something worth investing in. That's significant. Throughout his legendary career, Nadal has rarely given his personal attention unless he truly believes in a player's potential.